Hello again, everyone. Edwin Lerner back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. We're going to be talking about the 2025 Venus and Cancer transit, part 2 of 3. And yes, it does, let me be kind and rewind. I'm going to talk about the transit's possible impact on the zodiac signs Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And yes, it does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for all zodiac signs. Now, first off, as far as Aries goes, the fourth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So, for Aries, this may manifest in valuing, nurturing, the home life, at this time, the home and family life, and the enjoyment and love of just, being dedicated, to preparing for that latter part of one's life if the person is not already in it. As far as retirement goes, doing what's needed, the 401k package, whatever it is needed for that latter part of life and getting ready for it. Now, also too, this transit for Aries can manifest in possessions that are Cancerian related. That may be more emotional about. Cancerian possessions could be ones that are nostalgic, tied in with one's roots, ancestry, history. Could even be plumbing. Could be plumbing objects or items as well. And also too, this is about, too, for Aries, it could be being enamored, really loving, Cancerian, traditions, at this time. It could be, Cancerian traditions may be tied in, with history, or something tied in with ancestry, or doing something with, interior decoration, as some examples. It may be something associated with cooking or culinary activities or farming. Now, for Taurus, the third house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So for Taurus, this could be, the enjoyment of reminiscing, about one's, early education at this time. And the thing is, it could also be, in terms of valuing, nurturing, caring for siblings, cousins, and neighbors, as well. It could be, bringing over some food to these people, or some soda, or, running some errands for them, more so than usual at this time. And also, too, for Taurus, this may manifest in really peaceful, family-related communications, and with those you're close to home with. And Taurus may find more peace in terms of their, connected, with safety and security, at this time. And it may be, with people that are siblings, cousins, and neighbors. It may involve, those people, and also this is about really peaceful communications, more at this time, more so than usual. Ones that may be, which has a lot of, tenacity, dedication, and devotion with it as well. Now, for Gemini, the second house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So for Gemini, this could manifest in the enjoyment of, making money, doing something Cancerian related. It could be, doing something connecting, with history, or plumbing, or laundry work. It could be something associated with restaurant, culinary work, real estate, home renovation. And also, there may be a lot of self-worth and self-esteem that's through expressing Cancerian-related talents and abilities. It could be ones that are latent talents and abilities, ones that may have been dormant for some time, but you're willing to, actually utilize them and make use of them at this time. And, those talents and abilities, being Cancerian, they may be, connected, with cooking or restaurant, or, work with food or farming. Could be plumbing, doing something associated. I would say laundry, but that's not really, much of a talent. But it could be doing something, say, with maybe with water activities. It could be doing things that are, maybe it's involving some kind of family games. And another thing, maybe the talent is connected with real estate. Now, and also too, for Gemini, there may be certain peace that one may find, through introversion and valuing this as well, and finding, really, this is where how this could, manifest and pan out. Now, another thing, next going to the zodiac sign Cancer, the first house is what will be emphasized. So valuing oneself may be paramount at this time for the zodiac sign Cancer. And, valuing, the outer, especially look, this is the ascendant. It's more like the outer, qualities, but just the general qualities of the zodiac sign Cancer, expressing, being sympathetic, nurturing, caring, devoted, dedicated, tenacious, protective, sensitive, empathetic. And also, Cancerian talents and abilities may be expressed readily, when you have, this transit, and those talents could be for farming or, cooking or culinary work, real estate, interior decoration. It could be doing something, just connected with the home in general, home remodeling, renovation, as some examples. And also, too, there may be, and also those talents and abilities may be expressed strongly with, people that were prominent in one's environment, and also, in grandparenthood, and those in the early childhood as well. Now, also, too, this is about, a lot of self-love at this time for the zodiac sign Cancer. And again, loving oneself, the qualities, the traits associated with the sign. Again, those that are connected with being, caring, sympathetic, dedicated, devoted, tenacious, protective, introverted, sensitive, and even intuitive. And another thing, too, is that there may be more money spent on one's appearance at this time, more so than usual. It could be clothing that is really like traditional and nostalgic. It might be, clothing that was popular, in the past. It could be getting like those, set 1970s bell bottoms, as an example. Now, for the zodiac sign Leo, the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So for Leo, it could be, transit may be about, valuing, nurturing and caring for one's private life and one's mental health at this point in time. This could be, even though Leo is really a very extroverted and gregarious sign, it could be a time where, that private life may be more valued, solitude, seclusion. There may be more of an emphasis on it, more so at this point in time than in most others. Now, there may also be, limitations in terms of expressing, unconditional love and some fear, associated with this for whatever reasons. And also, too, keep in mind, Venus in the 12th house can sometimes indicate clandestine affairs. So, just be careful at this time, Leo, because there may be more of a temptation toward that more so than usual. And also, too, relationships, with Cancerian people, you may be involved with maybe hidden adversaries as well. During this time, it could be people that have a Cancer sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be people that are moody, fickle, temperamental, caring, dedicated, devoted, introverted, and clingy. And also, too, for Leo, it's important to understand that indolence can be the self-undoing at this time. I understand that could apply regardless of transits, but it may be more emphasized and accentuated with a transit like this more so than usual, indolence, and putting too much emphasis on introversion, may be more the self-undoing at this time. And also, there may be relationships that you may be connected with where you're brooding about for whatever reason, whether there was some argument or whatever that may be tied in with one's secret sorrows at this time. Now, for Virgo, the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So for Virgo, this could be a time where one may emphasize valuing, caring for friends and even acquaintances at this time, whether it could be bringing them over some food or some soda, or running errands for them, whatever it might be. If somebody is debilitated, taking care of that person. It could also be a time where more money may be spent on Cancerian goals and aspirations, and that can include a number of things. It could be doing something with real estate or home renovation, remodeling, roofing, siding, maybe something with interior decorations, something with history, plumbing, laundry work, as some examples. And also, too, this could be about the enjoyment of tenaciously pursuing, one's future, one's objectives at this time, hopes and wishes. And also, too, for Virgo, this transit may be expressed in the unconditional love of stepchildren, if applicable, and even one's friends. This could be a time where peace is something you strongly contemplate, as this could play dividends in terms of where you're moving toward and where your future lies. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying stay well.